Hey, fourth grade, this is Mr. Payne. So, I'm excited. Welcome back, first of all. Jumping into This is Social Studies. We're going to be getting past our Early Explorers unit and moving into our Civics unit. Learning about the government, learning about elections, learning about the different branches of the government. I'm really excited. So we're going to fast forward. We've been talking about early explorers, back in the 1400s and 1500s, people like Balboa and De Soto and Magellan, La Salle, Henry Hudson, who else? Marquette and Joliet. Don't forget Christopher Columbus. Oh, Columbus Day was just on Monday. Did you celebrate it? Me neither. So we're going to fast forward past the early explorers. We're going to move early explorers were, here's Columbus, the first one in 1492. All throughout the 15 and 1600s, hundreds of years of early explorers, Europeans coming across the Atlantic Ocean and settling in new places in the Americas. The first city in the Americas, here's a map of some of the first colonies. There's no states yet. This is North America, but when these Europeans first land here, they start setting up these little colonies. They'll call them New York and Pennsylvania and Maryland and Virginia and North Carolina. They'll later become states, but for now they're just colonies, British colonies, that are set up by England. So the Britons set up these colonies all throughout the 16 and 1700s until finally the people of these colonies that are living here, that are born in this continent, are saying, I don't want to be ruled by the English anymore. I don't want to be a British citizen. England's across the water. That's in Europe. That's a whole different continent. We should start our own thing. We're going to learn more about how these Americans are going to create their own country. They're going to declare independence from Europe, from England, and they're going to start their own country, and they're going to call it the United States of America. So, that's going to happen around 1776 and 1789 right here is when they're going to have their first president. Our very first president of our very brand new country. And that guy's name is George Washington. He was president from 1789 to 1797. Not too long. He was our very first president. So that's why you might see on a $1 bill, that's our first president, George Washington. It's even got his signature. There. And so George Washington's our very first president. So let's fast forward to our current president. Do you know our current president's name? He's not the second, the third, or the fourth president. It's been a lot of presidents since George Washington. Barack Obama is our 44th president of the United States of America. What is super important about this president is he is the very first president, the very first African-American president. This was a big deal for Americans. We still have not had a female president yet, but that might change soon. We'll see. So our very first president, George Washington, and the most current president is the 44th. So there's been 43 presidents before him. Like the one just before, Barack Obama, his name was George Bush. George Bush was our 43rd president. So who's going to be our next president? I don't know. It's probably going to be one of these people, though. Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. So we could have our very first female president. Donald Trump is a Republican, and Hillary Clinton is a Democrat. These are two different parties that have different views. Like George Bush, he was a Republican, just like Donald Trump is. But Barack Obama was a Democrat, just like Hillary Clinton is. Now, when we elect our presidents, they also come with a partner that they chose. So Donald Trump, he chose his partner. That guy's name is Mike Pence. And Hillary Clinton chose her partner, her vice president, and his name is Tim Kaine. Here are the presidents and their vice presidents. Here's Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine and Donald Trump and Mike Pence. And that's like his sidekick, his person, and her partner presidential running mate. So, with that, I leave you this song.
George Washington is called the father of the nation.
John Adams passed treachery legislation.
The famous Thomas Jefferson bought Louisiana.
Under James Madison, War of 1812 began.
And the Monroe Doctrine was by James Monroe.
John Quincy Adams built canals that flow.
Know that Andrew Jackson led the common man's cause.
Martin Van Buren shunned war at all costs.
Lost William Harrison, he died in bed.
So then John Tyler filled in instead. Presidents, whom have we picked to be presidents? Let's see, throughout America's history, who's made it into the presidency? James Polk was an underdog, first dark horse.
Zachary Taylor elected cause he fought in wars.
California admitted by Millard Fillmore.
Franklin Pierce on a law book, his oath he swore.
Moreover, James Buchanan sold the state seceding.
Abraham Lincoln brought slaves to freedom.
Believe Andrew Johnson bought Alaskan land.
Ulysses Grant granted votes to every last good man.
Expanded post-war Reconstruction, Rutherford Hayes.
James Garfield assassinated after 90 days.
Presidents, whom have we picked to be presidents? Let's see, throughout America's history, who's made it into the presidency?
The song continues.
Presidency.
When Ronald Reagan spoke, he restored the nation's pride.
George H. Bush in the Gulf War, he thrived.
To the sky under Bill Clinton surged the economy.
George W. Bush formed Homeland Security.
You see, Barack Obama wants change to come along.
But maybe one day, it'll be your name in the song.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Van Pope, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Truman, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, and then Clinton, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama.
Presidents, whom have we picked to be presidents? Let's see, throughout America's history, who's made it into the presidency? Presidents, whom have we picked to be presidents? Let's see, throughout America's history, who's made it into the presidency? Presidents, whom have we picked to be presidents? Presidents, whom have we picked to be presidents? Presidents, whom have we picked to be presidents?
Yeah!